So sadly I don't have a witty or interesting introduction to this video, so I'm just going to end up just talking about social anxiety because it's something I do struggle with quite a lot. So about 18 months ago, like when I was on the first year of my foundation degree, yeah, when things weren't really going terribly well in my life, if I'm honest, like I had to kind of go and see this emotional well-being group. So it's kind of like someone to just kind of talk to, and it was at that point that I kind of discovered what social anxiety was. I mean, before then, I just thought I just completely sucked at socializing, basically. Before I realised that social anxiety was actually a thing. But she did give me this incredibly helpful, the woman I saw, she gave me some very helpful leaflet, yeah, which is about shyness and social anxiety. There's some great and useful tips in here, that I've kind of used. To kind of help me. I mean, it's something I still struggle with, but yeah, I feel like I'll just talk about what what I feel like it is, how I feel like it's affected me, and what kind of social and socializing I struggle with. Yeah, so yeah, but this did really very much help me, when I was on my foundation degree, and since then I have been able to kind of make a few more friends, really, I feel so, and I feel like my social anxiety has sort of improved. I also feel like it's an appropriate time, recently, to kind of make this video, because recently, I've kind of been in several social situations. I've been to a couple of family parties. I've had a lot more people than usual message me on Facebook, and stuff like that. Yeah, and also I've been asked to plan a party as well. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about a couple of things that about what social anxiety is, but yeah, them kind of things have just made me think about this video and have kind of inspired this video as well. So yeah, now I'm going to talk about social anxiety, and hopefully this will kind of help anybody else that does struggle with social anxiety. I also feel like social anxiety can probably stem from kind of like bad things happening in your life. So for example, when I did find out about what social anxiety was, there's lots of things that were kind of going wrong in my life. Wasn't really doing too well in my foundation degree. My mum was in hospital, um, over Christmas time, and I was just kind of really finding it hard to make new friends on my course. So what I feel social anxiety is, well, you could be having a very nice conversation, but even then, even afterwards, you sort of overthink the whole situation. You think oh God, what did I sound like? What did they think of me? Did they think I sound like an idiot? Like, did I say enough? Did I say too much? What did they think of me? And you just think about everything that probably went wrong, but even when nothing probably did go wrong. So a lot of things I worry about is basically what other people think. So of you, after a social situation. So you think, did I come across as boring? Did I come across as annoying? Did I say enough? Did I say too much? Do they like me? And even as before a social situation, you kind of worry, really. You worry about what they might say to you. What might happen. And even during social situations, thoughts might kind of start popping up in your head. If you kind of get a spare moment, you think you become all kind of self-conscious, I guess. Just thinking, oh God, what are they thinking right now? They you could just be having a perfectly normal conversation, but I think it does make socializing a lot more difficult, really. Stuff your mouth kind of goes dry. You kind of start blushing. You kind of look around everywhere. I mean, you can probably tell that I do kind of like so, like struggle with like socializing anyway because of the way I kind of talk in these videos. And also like in a social situation, like, you know, you're not really too sure whether like, you know, all the pressure's on you to kind of keep the conversation going. You know, you don't really want to kind of like, but at the same time, like, you know, you don't really want to say too much because otherwise you could come across as like annoying or overbearing. And also, even like, it's really hard because like even talking about yourself's quite difficult because then you worry that like other people are going to be judging you. Like, you know, a lot of people recently, I mean, like a couple of videos back, I kind of spoke about like what I'm doing with my life now. Like, and loads of people are still asking me, you know, what am I doing with my life? You know, I need to kind of convince people, like, you know, that what I'm doing is a good thing. But like at the same time, like, you know, I'm still worrying there, like that they're kind of judging me. And you know, like in social situations, like, you know, if like someone wants to do something that you're not particularly comfortable with, then, or like, you know, they want to go somewhere that you're not completely comfortable going, then, you know, sometimes it can be quite hard to kind of speak up. You know, you feel very, like, I kind of feel like very, very small sometimes, like in social situations. Like sometimes when, you know, you're with like other people who are quite dominant, like, you know, that can be quite difficult. You know, something I also do a lot, like in social situations, is like, you know, I have this horrible habit of like comparing myself to others. Like, so, you know, some people like may kind of come across as like really kind of confident, like, and that can kind of intimidate me a bit. Like, I mean, it's good to be confident, honestly, but at the same time, I just wish I wish I was like that. I wish I was kind of doing as well in a social situation. Also, someone else that I've been told, I say sorry quite a lot. Even sometimes for absolutely no reason, I'll say sorry. I mean, yeah, like, you know, if I'm doing something wrong, or like, you know, if I accidentally like get in someone's way, like, or someone needs to get past me, like, I'll say sorry. But like, so say if someone has to kind of correct me about something, like, you know, I'll just go into complete and utter apology mode. So I'll just say sorry, 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 like, and they'll be like, Rob, it's okay, don't you say sorry. Some of the things like before like social situations that kind of worry me as well is first of all like getting in touch with people, like, so either send them a text or a Facebook message. That really worries me. That is so difficult for me, like, some, you know, from what to say to, like, I worry a lot about how they're going to respond as well. And send, I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that! Yes! I am a despicable human being. I'll send a message saying something like, hi, how are you? You know, like, even though I've been up to anything interesting to like one of my friends or someone I haven't spoken to for a while. And, you know, I'll worry a lot about the response. I worry, like, you know, like, even though I'm just being friendly, like, I still worry that they're going to kind of like send a really kind of hateful message, or like they might not even respond at all. You know, I do feel like I should probably get in touch with more people, and, you know, in a way I kind of sort of regret not being in touch with like certain people. So yeah, now I have to tell myself, like, you know, you kind of got nothing to lose really. Like, you know, get in touch with people and, you know, just see what happens really. Like, or as my sister will say, YOLO. I also fear rejection quite a lot, so I think rejection is probably one of my biggest fears as well. So, like, you know, if people don't message me back, like after I've messaged them, I kind of take that really hard. I mean, you know, there could be like loads of reasons, like, you know, they could have just forgot or whatever, like, you know, they forgot, or like, you know, and stuff like that. Like, they probably opened the message, like, read it, they were probably gonna go back to me, but then they forgot. But like, yeah, and it's also like when I've had to kind of like plan this kind of party recently, like, and, you know, you're kind of not really too sure what people's responses are going to be, and like, yeah, I mean, it's not to make people that like ignore me feel bad, honestly, but like, but yeah, like, it's just something it's quite hard to get my head around sometimes. So yeah, organizing events is especially tricky as well. Like, you know, thinking of something to do. I mean, especially living somewhere where there isn't a great deal to do, but like, you know, sometimes that's really hard. You know, you don't want to kind of like do something that's kind of very ordinary, because you know it might come across as boring, but at the same time you don't want to do something too extravagant because people might not have money. I think, I mean, I think I still struggle with social anxiety, but I just think that like other people's friendships means a hell of a lot to me. Like, you know, it's kind of something that I like treasure the most, sort of thing. My advice is to, like, you know, like if you have social anxiety, do try and like put yourself in like as many social situations as humanly possible. You know, the more you kind of socialize, the more you kind of send messages to people, you know, the easier it will be. Like, you know, it's kind of how you get to know people as well. Um, you know, because that can be incredibly scary, like, you know, meeting new people. However, I will say, like, you know, if people do take a while to kind of get back to you, do be patient. Like, you know, don't pester people, don't come across as like desperate, like, you know, like people don't message you back like within a day or two, like, you know, just be patient. Like, you know, they're probably busy. Something that might help is just write down any worries, write down like what you want to say to this, to like a person that you want to message, you know, if especially you haven't seen them for a while, or like, you know, just make a plan in your head, like, you know, if you want to kind of organize something. Yeah, so, you know, the more often you socialize, the easier it will be. Also, you know, don't take people's friendships for granted, and that goes for everybody. Don't take people's friendships for granted. Be like, you know, somebody genuinely like wants to hang out with you, that means they want to be your friend, they want to get to know you. Yeah, don't take that for granted. Yeah, also surround yourself with people that you feel comfortable with. You know, make yourself as comfortable as you humanly can in a social situation. Have like little strategies for you to cope. Like, you know, perhaps you could like take a bottle of water in with you. My mouth is going very dry now, so I'll probably need to go get a drink right after this video. You know, just surround yourself with people you're comfortable with, people that are good for you, people that bring out like the positivity in you. You don't want to be around someone that's like that will make you jealous, you know, that will kind of deliberately want to make you feel bad. Don't just rule them people out your life. You know, make sure, you know, you're around people that are good for you. Um, and that'll bring out the best in you. I mean, also you could like, you know, write down or like act out like social situations with like you know, things and stuff like that, like you know, to kind of help you understand social situations a bit more, like you know, what makes people tick and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching my video. Like, you know, if you do have any tips or like for people with social anxiety, or if I got any more questions or queries, um, please leave them in the comments below. Yes, they could definitely help other people. They could even help me. Yeah, please, you know, spread the word like to people that this video may help. You know, please subscribe to my videos. Please stay tuned for more videos from me, and I shall like see you on this page very soon. Okay, bye.